Imagine this. You exit Michigan's main highway. There are no dramatic empty buildings. What you find is something quieter, towns that are still alive, but seem to breathe slowly. Some towns on this list were born from iron and timber. The machine stopped and never really started again. Some survive on 3 months of summer tourism, then spend the next 9 months waiting. Some are just too small to attract investment. Now, let's step into the side of Michigan that rarely makes it into travel brochures. It's hard to imagine that Flint was once the heart of America's auto industry. This is where General Motors was born in 1908, and for decades, the city was filled with factory workers, middle-class homes, and a lively commercial center. At its peak in 1960, Flint had nearly 197,000 residents. Today, that number has dropped drastically to around 80,000. Flint is under serious pressure. The median household income is just around $37,000 per year, far below Michigan's average, which nears $69,000. Poverty is very high, and many neighborhoods are still full of abandoned homes, a sign of the mass exodus after the factories shut down. But the most devastating turning point came in the 2014 water crisis, when about 100,000 people were exposed to lead-contaminated water. That crisis didn't just harm health, it shattered trust in the city's future. If Flint is a symbol of a national crisis, then Saginaw is a classic example of the quiet Rust Belt decline. Once, Saginaw thrived on auto and heavy manufacturing. Factories supplied parts for General Motors, and the city was once a key economic hub in central Michigan. In the 1960s, the population approached 100,000. Today, it's down to about half. The median household income is in the low $38,000 range, far below the state average. Poverty is high, and many neighborhoods have seen property values drop sharply. Empty homes, vacant lots, and blocks missing grocery stores or pharmacies are common sights. What makes Saginaw feel heavy isn't just the numbers, it's the scale. Ecorse's issue isn't geographic isolation. In fact, the paradox is this. The city sits very close to Metro Detroit, yet that closeness hasn't been enough to lift its economy. Ecorse once relied on the steel industry and heavy manufacturing. Large plants like the steel complex dominated the landscape and employed thousands. The city wasn't big, but its role was clear, an industrial working town. When industry shrank and jobs disappeared, Ecorse had no backup sector to absorb the hit. Its population dropped significantly from its mid-20th century peak. Today, median household income is around $40,000 per year, well below Michigan's average. Poverty is high at 30%, property values are low, and many older homes reflect the weight of long-term economic stress. Baldwin shows a different form of decline: quiet, long-term rural poverty. Located in Lake County, one of the lowest income counties in Michigan, Baldwin is often labeled as one of the poorest communities in the state. Median household income sits in the low 25s per year, far below the Michigan average. Poverty is high, and many households rely on government assistance. Geographically, Baldwin is remote. There's no major industry hub, no university, no strong economic base to drive growth. The local economy depends on seasonal tourism, hunting, fishing, and basic services. When the busy season ends, economic activity slows down with it. Mio is not just a small village, it's the county seat of Oscoda County, and that alone says a lot. When the administrative center of a county has only a few hundred residents, we're talking about a truly sparsely populated area. Oscoda County is among the least densely populated counties in the Lower Peninsula. The county's median household income is far below the Michigan average, and the poverty rate is 26%. Interestingly, Mio is known as a popular spot for deer and turkey hunting in northern Michigan. That means the seasonal economy plays a big role. During hunting and tourist season, activity picks up. Outside of that, the pace slows drastically. There's no major hospital in the village. Meanwhile, Iron River sits in the middle, a town that once had real industrial strength, then lost it, and never truly found a replacement. Iron River was born during the iron ore mining boom of the late 19th century. The mines in Iron County became part of the steel supply chain across the Great Lakes. Workers arrived, communities formed, and the economy thrived. The name Iron River wasn't just geographic, it was a strong economic identity. This town existed because of iron. Without it, its core purpose began to fade. When the mining industry weakened and many operations shut down, the town's foundation began to shake. Unlike large cities with backup sectors to absorb workers, Iron River lacked strong economic diversification. Today, the population is around 2,500 people. Iron County itself is one of the fastest aging areas in Michigan. If Iron River lost its iron, then Onaway lost its timber, and even more than that. Onaway was once known as one of the major timber industry hubs in northern Michigan during the early 20th century. The surrounding forests were the core of the local economy. Lumber mills operated, workers came in, and the town quickly grew as a busy, small industrial community. Then, in 1911, a major fire struck and destroyed much of the town. The timber industry, which had been the backbone of the economy, was hit hard. Onaway was rebuilt, but its economic momentum never truly came back. As Michigan's logging era declined overall, the town lost its main advantage. Today, Onaway's population is just around 800 people. There's no major industry. No large company sustains the economy. If Onaway lived off inland forests and lakes, Gres lives off the water, sitting right on the edge of Saginaw Bay, Lake Huron. Visually, it's a peaceful small town. Fishing boats, a marina, lake breezes, and the relaxed vibe of Michigan's eastern coast. But behind the scenery, the economic foundation isn't as strong as it seems. The population of Gres is only around 960 people. Aranac County is one of the counties with household incomes below the state average. Gres is often a launch point for anglers heading into Saginaw Bay, one of Michigan's most famous walleye fishing spots. In summer and fishing season, the town feels alive. In winter, the rhythm slows way down, and that's the risk. A seasonal economy means the cash flow isn't steady year-round. Many properties are second homes or summer cabins, not permanent residences. Next is Harrisville. Located on the shore of Lake Huron, Harrisville is the county seat of Alcona County, and that alone tells you its scale. When the administrative center of a county has only about 400 residents, you're looking at a region with extremely low population density. Visually, Harrisville is almost postcard perfect. It's known for Harrisville State Park, one of Michigan's oldest state parks, which draws summer tourists. During warm months, RVs and campers roll in, small restaurants fill up, and the economy moves. But when summer ends, its pulse slows drastically. median household income is far below the Michigan average. Alcona County is among the state's lower-income counties with a rapidly aging population. Poverty is in the double digits. If Harrisville relies on the Lake Huron shoreline, then Roscommon depends on the inland lakes of northern Michigan, especially its proximity to Higgins Lake, one of the clearest lakes in the state. Geographically, Roscommon is actually quite strategic for a northern area, since it sits along the I-75 corridor. Compared to some other towns on this list, it has better access. But good access doesn't automatically mean a strong economy. The village's population is only around 1,000 people. Interestingly, Higgins Lake often ranks among the clearest lakes in the United States, and that's the main draw for this area. But a strong natural appeal ends up creating an economy that's highly seasonal and lacks diversification. Grayling lives off the river, specifically the Au Sable River, one of the most famous fly fishing rivers in the United States. In terms of size, Grayling is slightly larger and more active than some of the towns earlier on this list. Its population is around 2,000 people, making it one of the small hubs in the northern Lower Peninsula. Geographically, Grayling is actually quite lucky. It's located along both I-75 and US 127, giving it much better access than Mio or Onaway. On top of that, the presence of Camp Grayling, the largest military training facility in Michigan, gives the local economy a significant boost compared to other small towns. But Grayling's risk is different from towns that are truly remote. The issue isn't extreme isolation. Its dependence on two main sectors, military and tourism. If military funding shifts or tourism drops, the impact on the local economy could be felt quickly. Cass City, on the other hand, has farmland. Located in Michigan's Thumb region, this village isn't a tourist town and wasn't a major industrial center. It grew from agriculture, corn, soybeans, dairy, and that identity still holds strong today. Its population is around 2,500 people. Tuscola County has a median household income below Michigan's average and a poverty rate of around 21%. Cass City reflects that pattern. Household income is lower than the state average of $51,000 US, with an economy focused heavily on agriculture and support services. Interestingly, the Thumb is known as one of Michigan's top sugar beet producing areas, and agribusiness is indeed the backbone of the region's economy. But modern farming is mechanized and doesn't employ as many people as it used to. That means even with steady production, job opportunities haven't grown significantly. Casnovia is unique. Administratively, it sits on the border of two counties, Muskegon and Kent, and geographically, it's not far from Grand Rapids. That means this isn't a remote northern Michigan village. Access to a regional economic center is technically there. Its population is small, around 300 people, very small, even by Michigan village standards. A scale this small means a thin tax base, limited local businesses, and high reliance on surrounding areas. Although Muskegon County includes industrial zones and a port, inland areas like Casnovia don't directly benefit from them. Poverty rates remain in the double digits if you look at the surrounding rural context. Casnovia's history goes back to a 19th century agrarian community. It grew as a small farming trade point. It was never a major industrial center, never a top tourist destination. To this day, its economy remains very simple. Its history is unique. The name Zilwaukee was deliberately made to sound like Milwaukee in the 19th century to attract investors and settlers, as if it would become the next major industrial hub. Zilwaukee is interesting because, location-wise, it's not remote at all. The city is just north of Saginaw, right along 8 and 75, and its name is tied to one of Michigan's most iconic structures, the Zilwaukee Bridge. That massive concrete bridge rises over the Saginaw River and stands as a symbol of modern engineering, ironically, more famous than the city itself. Zilwaukee's population is only about 1,500 people. Small, but not an isolated farm village like Cass City or Casnovia. In theory, being close to the industrial Saginaw Valley should be an advantage. But in reality, it's been affected by the broader decline of regional manufacturing. Pointe Aux Barques Township has almost nothing besides seasonal homes and shoreline. Located at the far eastern tip of Michigan's thumb, this township is truly at the edge of the map. Access is limited. There's no major commercial center, no active downtown. Its permanent population is tiny, just about 10 to 20 people, according to the latest census. Yes, not hundreds, just dozens. And that makes it one of the smallest communities by population in Michigan. Median household income is hard to compare reliably due to the very low number of residents. But the layout is clear. This is a seasonal property and vacation home area. Many property owners aren't full-time residents. Daily economic activity is nearly non-existent. There's no industry, no significant retail hub, no public school operating within the township itself. The area is best known for the Pointe Aux Barques Light, a historic lighthouse built in the 19th century that remains an iconic landmark on Lake Huron.